start? You've done this
Hey,
before.
what's up, you guys?
Oh, that's how you start? We do it at the same time.
A hearty Shane Dawson reference always is a hit with people.
Are you gonna count us in?
2,
You are.
1.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Your voice became so much like daintier and softer when I.
What do you mean? Is this going on my channel? Or are we making a channel for this?
We can just see what comes out of this and then decide where you feel comfortable.
Well, if it's my channel, I
Putting it.
can say, like, welcome back.
Okay, why don't you give us both?
Welcome back. And then if it's not my channel, welcome.
Just jump right into it and then
Okay.
do the intro later.
Okay, that's really good. Circle back to the
we
intro.
need to-
I think we can just start. Maybe we don't even need to circle
No,
back.
we don't. I think we're good.
This is Danica.
That's
I'm
Madeline.
Madeline.
That's all you need to know.
Welcome. Today I will be showing my beloved
Ooh.
bestie. Today we're going to be reviewing some child celebrity podcasts.
Yes.
I have gathered various clips that I've seen on TikTok of certain celebrities that might have been famous for just one show on Nickelodeon or Disney that now have a whole podcast where all they do is talk about that.
Yeah.
Some are good and some are not. We're gonna watch them today and we're gonna make the call. Who needs a reboot and who's getting canceled?
Okay, that's what we're doing today?
Yeah.
Okay. Full disclaimer, I don't know what I'm gonna be watching.
Yes.
Also, disclaimer, what I know about what you're gonna show me is B-list characters in shows.
B is pretty strong, but yeah.
Okay. Rekindle after years of not being on that show anymore and talk about being on that show.
Yeah.
Is my basic understanding
yeah.
of it.
Pretty much. So let's get into it.
What's the first one gonna be?
Good question.
Thanks.
We're gonna start strong with a clip from the Wizards of Waverly Place podcast. I don't think that's what it's called because for
Well,
copyright.
okay.
Probably called like the Wizards of Podcast Place.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's called.
Okay, this is David DeLewis, and I'm guessing Harper Finkel,
That's her name. I think
who was a
that's her
registered nurse. I
name. Yeah,
think.
during the COVID.
She was
thing,
already.
What?
Yeah, and
She was like
I
15
remember
on the show. She
no,
was
not
a
that she was
registered nurse.
No, she wasn't working like a full nurse's shift and then
wearing
wearing
a crayon costume.
go out of a coma. She's just looking over you.
What that mean?
The first one that I'm going to show, this is, let's just watch it.
Okay.
I want to say, I want everyone to know that we've asked every single person from the show to be on Wizards of Waverly Pod.
That's what it's
Wizards
called.
of Waverly Pod.
That's what it's called.
That's basically what I fucking
I think that's
said.
what you said.
And
multiple times
we
over a long period of time.
Every single actor, every single person, David Henry, Jake T. Austin, we would love to have you on the show.
No
It
Selena?
would be great to have you here.
Whoa!
you know what's crazy
They
is that-
didn't call out the mom.
I think we'll see later that the mom and maybe even Selena have been on.
Oh,
But
okay.
what's
Okay.
insane to me is that this man is looking into the camera like a call to action. Yeah, he's threatening Jake T. Austin. We've asked every single person who's ever touched our set to come on our, and no one will do it. It's like,
have they ever
relax.
called? Do you remember Zeke?
Yeah.
They should call Zeke.
He's gonna come back around.
He does? Does he have his own podcast?
No.
Wizards of
He was
Waverly
on
Zeke
their
podcast.
podcast.
So you're doing OnlyFans, and how is that?
That's where the video needs to go. We need to get a subscription to Zeke. Was it
There's
Zeke?
no way Zeke is doing OnlyFans.
We need to get a subscription to Zeke's OnlyFans. That's gonna go on our Patreon.
Good for Zeke.
Yeah,
Good
let's
for Zeke.
How'd that
been-
happen?
Yeah, how did it happen?
What does he look like? I'm so
Well,
curious.
during my Wizards days,
What? I mean, how does it feel? Because it's affected you. Everybody knows.
I need to talk about something. I just remembered.
Yeah.
The dad's nudes got leaked.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you think they're ever gonna address it? I don't
Should we
think
do
they
that on our
talked-
Patreon?
Okay,
too?
well, hey guys, go check out our Patreon, link in the bio. We're gonna react to Zeke's OnlyFans and we're gonna react to the dad's
Dad's
nude.
nude.
Only if you subscribe to our $10 tier.
But wasn't he in Hawaii when it happened? Did I make that up?
I don't know.
Okay.
Were Bob Duncan's nudes leaked too? No, I think it was just, sorry.
Does he have a podcast? We'll get to it. I should stop jumping to conclusions.
Kinda. We'll get into
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Are out there, and
Yeah.
there was Fox did a piece on you and stuff.
A
right?
piece
They
on
did-
your
yeah.
on your piece.
on
Fox
Fox
News
News did an article or a segment
On-
about Zeke.
on his OnlyFans.
Can you imagine?
That's.
The dream.
Could you imagine Tucker Carlson having to loosen his little bow tie to talk about
No.
Zeke's penis?
We'll also react to that on the OnlyFans or on our on our OnlyFans,
Which
we'll
will be
react.
linked in the Patreon.
Which will be linked to the Patreon, but you also have to subscribe to the $12 tier.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty reasonable prices for Patreon. For a fake scenario, that's like a really good price. Could have said $1 million, because it's not real.
It's fake.
Spoiler alert.
It is a bargain deal that we're gonna give you.
Yeah.
That sentence is insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, good for Zeke, I guess.
Well, I think it's probably scary and bad, but
oh, you don't. Oh,
I don't think Fox News is saying good things about him.
why would?
I don't think Tucker Carlson is like, you guys gotta go check out some weird comment on like Disney stars turned crazy.
And they had to reach for Zeke.
Yeah, that's like a deep dive.
They were really
he
like
found that
they
on accident.
ran out of child
He was
stars.
scrolling through OnlyFans looking for people,
Yeah.
and he went,
He's like, what's
"That's
Zeke?
Zeke."
Wrote a whole article.
Wrote a
about
whole
it.
article. He definitely writes.
Article.
I don't know what he does, but
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
he's a writer.
I don't.
It's a
It's
crazy
hard not to
thing.
make jokes, yeah.
It is
Tell
a
us.
crazy
It
thing.
is.
But basically, while working on Wizards about, I don't know, season 4, I got catfished and was so dumb because I was sending
You were also, like,
nude
in your early
photos
20s, right?
to someone I thought was a real
You're
person.
not alone.
Eventually, on my social media, that stuff had just permeated the internet for a long enough time that the people would kept discovering it. Well, I ended up finding out that people were selling that content online on websites.
Oh shit.
And so obviously that was like a traumatic experience to go through, to realize this, and also you're upset because people are taking this stuff and making money.
I think that it's cool that he took that situation.
I think that's where he's getting.
Yeah,
with the,
and he was like, "Well, it's already out of. I'm gonna take back my.
someone else is
control.
making money for this. I'm gonna make money
I'm gonna
for it.
monetize myself." Which,
That's
like, he should
slaves.
not have been put in that situation. But it's good that he's
Yeah.
taking control of it back.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I did get a lot of followers who were fans of that kind of content.
Right.
But to the point where I was like, I almost had to delete my Instagram because my Instagram at that time was not geared for that, and mentally I wasn't in a place that I was like thinking about doing that stuff. So I couldn't escape it though. It felt like
Yeah.
I had to either just start over and try and like just avoid it, or eventually as I got into my early mid-30s, I was just like, I don't know, this isn't a big deal to me anymore.
He looks so
And,
young.
like,
Yeah,
this is
he
an
does. He looks like
opportunity.
28.
I felt like more so than anything else because I also had friends, like Bella Thorne had kind of made a big splash in news. by
Like a
doing
fucking $1
OnlyFans.
million in about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and her sister is one of my good friends, Kylie. And so
Jenner.
I
You didn't
reached out
know
to
about
Kylie
Thorne?
and
No,
was like,
Jenner.
I didn't know that.
what's this like? What's the process like? And she kind of helped me discover like what it would take to start that kind of thing. I started a Patreon just to kind of see what it would be like.
That's crazy.
That's not where I thought that story
Because
was
now
gonna
I'm
go.
picturing Shake It Up Wizards of Waverly Place collab.
Never did that.
No, but
Wizards of
Selena
Shake It
Gomez
Up?
sings the theme song for Shake
She
It Up.
does. That is really true.
So
Okay.
their eras feel really different to me. Shake It Up feels like newer
Newer,
Disney
yeah.
to me.
I think they kind of caught the tail end of it.
Yeah. Let's just stick with the Wizards. Let's keep Wizards going.
Like, literally write notes. About
Yeah, take
what,
notes.
I'm gonna take notes.
So in addition to deciding if these podcasts should be canceled or rebooted, we're also going to have our own Child Star podcast, or at least clips of it, on TikTok. That's the end goal on top of doing the...
So sorry, we're going to drink. I have a vial.
That's blood. Okay. We're studying. We're trying to get in character.
Yeah.
Feel it out. Getting into that Child Star, revamping into a podcast, mindset, grind set.
Yeah.
So that we can recreate it for the greater good.
Yeah.
It smells like something is burning. Was that the blood?
It might be my hair.
Give mommy a sniff. I don't think it's your hair.
Like a horrible ASMR.
Let's keep the Wizards
We're
vibes
doing
going.
Wizards
We're gonna stick
still?
with Wizards, yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever been to a Selena Gomez concert?
I have not seen a big
I haven't
concert.
seen it. I haven't either.
I wanted her to invite me. I didn't want to be one of those
yeah.
people going, hey, can I get tickets? Hey, can I come
I
to the
feel that.
show? Hey, can I have this? Hey, can I have that? I wanted her to say, hey, I want you to come to a show. And she never has.
Look,
Whoa.
I respect his respect of boundaries
Yeah.
to not like
Be like-
overexert.
Yeah.
But the way he's phrasing it, it's like, why would she? Why
Out of
would she
nowhere.
invite a grown man to come see her
her
show?
show.
Even though they were close and they were coworkers.
Yeah.
I would not ask my coworker.
Yeah.
If I was a Pops princess.
If
and
you
I
were,
would
would you
not-
ask me to come? If you were a pop princess?
No,
Okay.
because I want you to make a podcast and then
And then
passive aggressively talk about it.
I'm in two heads about this one. Because, like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, I get, like, you don't want to ask Selena for tickets. But on the other hand, you could buy tickets and go.
Yeah.
You don't have to go for free.
Yeah, that's true. That's
you
a
could
good
go
point.
and, like, you could spend money and support
You
her.
got that Disney
You got
money
that Disney-
at this point in time.
Yeah, I think that you're okay. I get it. I wanting to be like,
Yeah.
hey, like a
I
nice
think it'd be
gesture.
different. Like if Harper was saying this, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
You played best friends. You were probably really close, even
Yeah.
if you weren't actual like BFFs. I'm sure
Yeah.
you're still close. But you played her dad.
Yeah, your father.
You're a grown man, and she's singing like, "If you're ready, come and get it." Nah, nah, nah.
She's
Like, what are
"Can
you gonna do
come
there?
I spent a lot of time trying to draft that message to him to be like, hey, could you come to my concert, please? And then she's like, no, you think that was
You
stupid.
think it's so
Because
stupid?
it's so she was like,
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna invite him at all. If he wanted to go that badly,
Yeah. Could just
you
go-
could get a ticket. You could
Yeah.
get
Like every other good Samaritan had to do.
Support
Fine.
your daughter, you know?
Yeah.
Give her some money.
Give
She
her some money.
needs it. So
Give her some money.
Give her some. Just pay her.
She's probably not gonna be very successful
No.
from this point on.
Honestly,
Didn't want to ask her anything because I didn't want to be in that group, in that category.
I haven't either, but for the same reasons. Because to me, I'm like, she has enough people in her life.
You haven't either?
No, I've never been to one of her like big production shows.
I don't know if that was the right
so
thing
she's
or the
been to
wrong
a
thing.
show.
No, we should ask her about that. To be like, hey, did it ever bother you that we never came to your? Because that to me would be my first thought. Was like, did it ever upset you that we didn't ask to come?
Okay.
That's nice.
So yeah.
That's really nice.
I think that kind of goes
That's
to
nice.
the point where it's like they never even seemed like they wanted to go.
Yeah, maybe they guess like they wanted to be invited.
Yeah.
And then now in hindsight, she's like, that's kind of a little shitty.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't think I'm actually taking anything away. Like, I know what our end goal here is, but I think I'm really
We'll
analyzing.
get it. These are like tame. We're gonna build. We're
up
doing
to
it
it.
slowly, but
Okay.
surely.
Call out our coworkers.
I don't know how true this is, but I was told that it was pitched to Selena to do a Harper Alex spinoff, and she said no, and because she had a lot of other things going on.
Sure, but when did that
Right
happen? Like
after
right
Wizards.
after. Oh,
After
okay.
Wizards.
It's almost like you guys had a spinoff on the show when you went to your own apartment.
But I
you
think they
know?
were setting up for that. That's why somebody was like, "Oh yeah, they thought about that and approached her before they like got into the process of it." I get it. Like she had a million other things going on and she wanted to move forward. And honestly, at the time, I wanted to move forward too. Looking back, it would have been great. But the thing is like where we both were at that time. Like we just wanted to explore other things.
She wanted to explore med school.
She wanted to.
Selena Gomez wanted to become a multi-millionaire pop star,
She wanted
entrepreneur.
to be a doctor to save lives.
Yeah.
And Selena said, "I'm going to sing,
I'm
not
gonna
in front of my
save
coworkers."
the beauty industry.
Yeah. Was it
My
rare?
liquid blush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it right now.
You said, what is it rare? Like you are wearing. What is it called? Rare?
Wearing encouraged, so I know the shade color.
Rock on, sister.
I have a question though. Once again, not really like pertaining to anything. Would you have watched the spin-off show? Do you think?
I don't know. I maybe.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, those last seasons are a little hazy. I think their prime was obviously like the slightly earlier stuff.
Really, I don't remember the show enough because I don't remember them moving out on their own.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's really
So,
vague
like-
to me, but I do remember them moving out, and I don't remember much of the plots. They like lived in an apartment complex together.
I watched Disney maybe a little too late into like
Whoa.
my life.
Whoa. Do you watch Girl Meets World?
I think that's where I stopped.
Wow.
I think that was like I think I watched the
Because that
show.
show's fucking crazy. That's a
Yeah.
whole other video, but Girl Meets
I
World is
think-
fucking insane. And we
Yeah.
definitely need to react to just an episode of it.
I think
It's
I watched the
crazy.
first episode and I was like,
They're insane.
I'm
insane on that
I'm
show.
too old for this, and then I stopped watching.
I can't wait for their podcast. I
Oh.
need to hear what those people like. Sabrina Carpenter is a respected musician and like
She's
human
gonna
being.
be the Selena Gomez of the podcast, where they're gonna.
But Rowan Blanchard is also super successful.
Is she? I don't know.
It's gonna be some weird side character
Yeah.
for sure. I think the main thing to take away
Reasonable.
from this, they're not that crazy, but they do talk mostly about people who
Do
aren't
they talk
there.
about the show ever?
That's what I'm saying. Like it seems. I mean, these are the clips that like get the attention and get the clicks. So I
Yeah.
get that. That's why they're posting them.
So
fucking
chill.
cool.
It
I was
really
like, who
works.
is this girl? She's so like self-realized. She knows who she is. She's so fucking cool. I felt like such a nerd, but I remember feeling like really insecure when Stevie came on because I was like, Harper's being replaced, and like there's not this like really cool girl that's gonna like be the friend now, and Harper's like being edged out.
I don't know.
Okay, I thought they were gonna show
They
it,
didn't
but
show
Haley
her at all.
Kiyoko was there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And they didn't include her in the
They
clip.
didn't even show her. Don't show your guest star.
And to answer your question from earlier, I think this will be the last one for Wizards. We can Keep it
move on.
moving.
No, it doesn't have to be
Oh,
Cuban. The fact that it
Teresa.
was any kind of Latinness was wonderful.
Yeah.
I've played a million Mexican Americans, Mexicans from Mexico, Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico, Brazilians, everything. It's all acting and it's wonderful. But specifically for TV, there haven't been hardly any characters. That's the mom, a main character, who happens to be of Latin heritage and an American, which you see everywhere in life and you do not see hardly ever on television.
Yeah.
It's changing now. I mean, I think our show is a
Yes.
big part of
Oh
that,
my
a big
gosh.
part of that change.
I love that.
I will say, it was so ingrained in the show that it wasn't even like a thing. Remember that one episode where she would go around and she'd be like, "Como se dice?" and like trying to get Alex to speak
Yeah,
Spanish?
yeah.
That was just like a funny little bit. But it
Yeah.
was like so subtly put in there that you didn't even, it wasn't like,
They mixed in some like folklore. I remember I forget what it's called, but when they had like the ghost episode, I forget what they're called, something like with the KRC.
Yeah.
But that stuff was real. Like it was very tastefully done. I think it
Yeah.
wasn't like offensive. I mean, I could be
No.
wrong. Maybe there's some episode of them wearing sombreros and like shaking maracas.
probably
and I'm
were.
like, they were really good.
it's probably
Everyone's
Zeke
gonna pull
doing
that
it
out.
too.
What was your favorite Zeke moment?
I think it had to be the Mexico dance.
I remember it being done very tastefully always.
Yeah.
And that's really
Like, it was like
respectable.
they were Mexican American, but also like it wasn't like every aspect of their identity.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like they were. So that was cool. She was like the only parent character that I actually liked because I hate parents
I
in TV
do
shows.
too, and I
Yeah.
was gonna say the same thing. She's number one. People like Amy from Good Luck Charlie.
No.
Get out of here.
She's
She
so
sucks, and her
annoying.
actress is an insane
They're
person.
insane.
Not related, but just
Just
true.
Just throwing that
But her
out there.
character also fucking sucks.
She was so annoying. Every time Amy Duncan walked into a scene, I was like, "Dude, what are you gonna?"
Teresa was silly and fun.
She was so fun.
She was so silly, so fun.
And you know what? She was also like a loving mother.
Yeah.
Amy was just annoying.
Amy was so.
but like Teresa had moments.
This is an Amy hate video. We want to
Like, what-
cancel the podcast, or are we rebooting Wizards of Waverly Pod for a season 2?
From what I've seen, based on small clips of, I'm sure, hour-long podcasts,
To be fair, yes.
I think solid. Like, I think
You're rebooting.
I would reboot it. Like,
What we're gonna watch after is worse, so I think I'll also vote reboot.
yeah, I'm assuming that if you're showing me this first, it's,
Yeah.
I am just gonna start off safe and just
Yeah.
reboot them.
Let's quick pivot to a quick one.
Do you remember anything from the show?
It's weird. I remember like the very last episode.
Oh,
Like, yelling out.
speaking of it,
Speaking of television.
like,
The cake that we had for the last episode.
Honestly, I started another show the very next day. I went straight on to Mighty.
Yeah.
We were filming the last scene. Everybody was standing there. We were all crying.
yeah, it was him and the
Because it
guy
was the last
from
take
Ant
we were
Farm.
going to do the show. And I was the only one who was smiling. And our producer came in and was like, I think we see which one got the spinoff on the next show.
Oh.
Is this like
So-
his cooking show?
Yeah, that was kind of a bad clip to start with,
Gabe?
actually. Watch this.
What are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm chopping up some onions. I'm gonna smash some garlic.
He's also...
It's Bob.
Here's the problem, they're not saying anything interesting, respectfully. I watched these clips, I think they're really good. What they have is like a cooking show together. The dad
All
and Gabe. No, just the dad and Gabe. And they had
okay.
Mia, who played Charlie, on as a guest. But it's just them two, and they cook and they talk, and it's probably the most, like, in a hard pivot from the rest of what we're gonna see, probably the most well done, like, spin off, because they're not really grasping at straws, like, for the show. Like, they're talking about it sometimes,
Yeah.
but they're doing something else, and they're also just, like, talking to each
It
other.
feels like
they're
just like
friends, kind of.
Yeah, like two people hanging out
That
making a video
happen
together.
to be on a show together,
Yeah,
and that comes
exactly.
out, and they're having people on. Every episode isn't them going, Bridget Medler, stop graduating from Harvard.
Yeah, get out of MIT.
Yeah,
get in the
and
kitchen.
Come talk to us with mics about nothing. They're doing
Absolutely
something.
nothing.
They're having fun. Like, the reason it's not as interesting to watch clips of that right now is that it's just good content. It's just
I
enjoyable.
just like watching people do, like, cooking is fun to watch.
Yeah,
So I
you
just
should
watch
definitely
it.
look at that because I really like it.
Bridget Mendler needs to leave college and restart her singing career
I think it's coming. We'll do a live reaction on our podcast
Somewhere.
of Bridget Medler's new album
on our Patreon
on our Patreon. What did I say?
podcast.
That's what I meant.
Are we starting? We have a lot of avenues.
Oh my god, we have
to
so
explore.
many avenues to
Okay,
explore.
that's it for that one.
That's it. I just
Okay,
want to just
good
do
for
a
them.
little tidbit.
Bradley's single. Let me know.
Then this, you know what? Actually, maybe I can't put my foot in my mouth because I kind of forgot about this.
No, so we went to Bridget's
Oh my
engagement
God.
party, and
Whoa.
the cast
Yeah.
was all there.
That's a
and Mia
man.
was there, baby Mia, and it was bizarre how she, like, when she saw us. It was like
Unrelated,
she
I don't
knew
care.
She was
Unrelated, I don't
Okay.
care. But
Wait,
He
what is-
was so hot. I wanted him so bad. The snowboarding movie with him.
Yeah. He was in a lot of stuff. He was in
Needed him.
Minutemen.
That's what I meant. Why did I think?
Because they were wearing those big outfits because it got really
Yeah,
cold.
in
when
Minutemen,
time
he
travel.
was that girl. I wanted him so bad.
I like the other one.
I
The
don't
one
remember
who
the other
makes a guest
Minuteman.
appearance as Bridget Mendler's love interest.
That
with
was a
the-
snowboarding movie. He was in a snowboarding movie, I think.
Maybe he was also in Minutemen.
I also wanted him bad as well.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, he was really good
You had
looking.
they cast all the men who look alike, so you have like a very similar taste.
Yeah.
She knew she was supposed to recognize us.
Totally, yeah.
But had no idea who we were. Which was very like, wow. It's just weird. It was like, that's right. You like weren't a human when we did the show.
'cause, I mean,
she
was
was
like 8
like,
months
The
old.
guy from Ant Farm.
The guy from Ant Farm. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, the guy from Ant Farm and Gabe from Good Luck Charlie do have a podcast. We have to give a fair thing.
Delete everything we just talked about.
No, I would vote to reboot the cooking
one.
show. This podcast TBD.
Okay, yeah.
This is a different thing.
You showed me 4 seconds, and a third of them have not spoken yet.
Well, I'm not saying let's make our judgment. I'm just saying these are separate.
Okay.
The cooking, yes. That's what child stars should be doing. Just hanging out and
Cooking.
doing something. No.
They should be cooking.
Just doing something productive and
Yeah.
something they want to do. They're just talking to Selena Gomez through a lens.
What's crazy about her is
Mia.
she was the only baby we ever used. Where, like most teenagers.
Weird thing to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a weird way to phrase that.
Crazy thing to say. I get it. Like, I get what he means, but that's insane.
Yeah,
She's the
right.
only baby we had to use.
Yeah. We don't use it. There was no other babies around.
Let's not use the word use.
Yeah, use is interesting.
Yeah.
She was the only baby cast for the role. The
Sounds like they're
baby.
using her to like clean.
Yeah.
Like, wipe the table.
Use the baby. That's a
I gotta
slate.
use the baby. I've always said that. Gotta use the baby.
gotta
She's the only one we ever used. She's a reusable baby. I didn't have to get disposable babies for this one. As per our old set, where we had so many babies. So many babies.
So many babies.
Change
least twins,
Yeah,
yeah.
twins, and then they change every season sometimes. I mean, even like Modern Family, the kid on that show wasn't the same kid from the beginning, but it was Mia from first episode to the end.
Toby from Good Luck Charlie in prison is the search bar for that video. Toby was the final baby, if you recall.
He's in prison?
I guess.
Oh.
Let's follow this rabbit hole.
Why is he posing like that? This is what happens when you try to bring more than one baby onto set. I do remember.
No, you're not, Kaden. I don't think it is.
It didn't look like he was in jail.
It's Logan Moreau. Now let's see who Toby really is.
Well, that looks like a not real baby. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, okay, we went back in time.
Cool. I don't remember him being that old on the show. I thought he was just born and then it ended.
Yeah.
Okay, we know what a baby looks like. Just show it.
He's in prison? Oh my god. What did he do? What crime did he commit?
So let's get back on the rails.
Okay.
I don't have any more clips of this.
Okay, that one, I don't know. I think it's
Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a stitch. Let's. See, this is a stitch. Why can't am I blocked? That's why I can't find any clips, because I'm blocked.
Our first season was on the same
Oh.
day that Hannah Montana was filming their fourth
Already
season.
in my
You
favorite.
know, we shared crew for 2 years with Wizards of Waverly Place.
Whoa!
It all comes back to Waverly Place. Also, she is someone.
Yeah, she's from Even
Christy Moran.
Stevens.
Oh. I don't have clips of her podcast as much because I don't really know what she was in. She's a known, like I knew she had a
Disney girl.
podcast.
Oh,
I knew
okay,
she was
okay.
like one of those that talked a lot about their past endeavors.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that stage parent. Oh, like
Oh,
this,
yeah.
that, and the other. You get all the
Oh,
hot
I know.
goss
I knew
from the
exactly what show was a favorite, which one was a nightmare. It was great.
The crew needs to shut up because these are kids
Yeah,
and they
I
should
know.
not be gossiping about kids.
You
I
just
know
ask a
that
question, they always go like,
they're just not paid enough to like not say some shit, you
No,
know?
no.
Can I have an existential moment?
Yeah.
Are we the bad guys? Are we?
What do you mean?
think about it.
Okay.
Is what we're doing right now wrong? Are we making fun of children?
No, they're grown up.
Children's
We're their
trauma.
age. It doesn't count.
You can make fun of people our age.
Yeah. I don't have any more clips from the Ant Farm Kid and the Good Luck Charlie Kids podcast because I might be blocked by them for some reason for commenting so much hate. Based off of that and based off the vibes of the cooking one, I'm gonna say reboot for that as well.
Are you saying this because I accused you of being a bully
No.
to children?
No.
I think, okay, what I think we should take away is also the way that they're sitting shows different intent. They were very lounged in their chair.
Yeah, it's more
They were
cash.
so laid back.
The other one was like a
Like,
high
they
quality
could not-
one shots of each.
Yeah, they could
person.
not care less if China Anne McClain sat with them in their podcast. But David
Wish
Henry,
China Anne McClain would do a Child Star podcast.
That's all I asked for.
I'm rebooting. Are you gonna reboot?
Yeah, I'll reboot.
Allison Stoner has podcast clips. I don't think she has a
Hers
podcast.
is, like,
hers are
very
very
serious,
sad and very
though,
serious,
yeah.
and you should go watch them. Those are probably like the real shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not gonna react to that. And then Kim Rhodes, who played the mom of Zach and Cody, also was on a podcast recently.
But not like her.
Had some clips of
podcast?
that, yeah.
Okay.
But she also seems like a really genuine gal.
Is that your dog?
Quiet on set. No, my dog is right behind us. Now, I think for our final podcast to review is the Ned's Declassified podcast.
All jokes aside, I love that show.
The way he like narrates and stuff is like how I narrated in my head.
School can be really hard sometimes, but it's even harder when the lunch lady keeps giving you slop. So your Carmen impression.
That's my Ned.
That's your Ned's.
That's my Ned's
impression?
Declassified. That's how I walked into school with like the biggest head, thinking that that's me. Like I'm the main character of the show.
Yeah.
And just was so not. Couldn't have been more of a background character.
Someone's mean to me, pull out your guide. Solve this.
Bullies can be freaking not cool.
Yeah.
But I did try to use his pointers as advice, and you know what? It doesn't work. Sorry, Ned.
I can't remember. Can you remember a single pointer he said on the show?
No, but I know that it was just insane.
Yeah. Is
Happened.
school not great for you? Just set it on fire.
If Rebecca Crabgrass doesn't want to kiss you, lock her boyfriend in a closet so that she's stuck with you at the dance. Like
I'm really good friends with the janitor.
Who is one of my favorite actors.
I love him.
I love Curl. Don't get me started on Kronk. Kronk, if we're out there.
I was on a podcast with Kronk.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. I don't have an order to these, so it might be insane to start, but let's just see.
I love how I also see snippets of your other likes, and it's disturbing.
Let's just start with this one. I think this is like a good intro.
So during Ned's, I was the same age I was on the show. So Ned was in 6th grade, I was in 6th grade. Ned was in 7th grade, I was in 7th grade. Ned was in 8th, I was in 8th. Yeah, I was homeschooled 6 months of the year while we shot Ned's, and I was back in my public middle school.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's insane.
How did he not get jumped? Like in a bad way, but in like girls. Like, I feel like he was like a heartthrob kind of.
The fact that sometimes celebrity kids go to school. If a celebrity kid was at our school, it would be mayhem.
Farkle from Girl Meets World came to one of our performances. He didn't even go to our school, he just came to a show.
Did he?
And I lost my mind. Yeah, he saw Urinetown. And I wasn't in the main cast that day. I was a background. I was
which
an
means
extra.
I wasn't in the main cast that day either.
So you were also an extra, and I was putting my whole Farkle into that performance, if you know what I mean.
Remember when we talked about?
And he didn't care.
First get there, and then you're just like in school, you know? The novelty like wears off very quickly, and then you're just another student.
So you were actual middle schooler while you were shooting.
Yeah.
He aged very well.
He looks like himself.
Yeah, I think this is a clip from a different podcast, and then maybe from this, or this was promo for, he has his own now with his old co-stars.
And why is Nickelodeon not doing a reboot of You But Zoe 101?
Okay, this is also not his
Stephen
podcast.
Stevens. Okay.
This is our girl,
Okay.
again, very known for doing, like, talking to old child
The build
stars.
up is killing me.
Yeah, so
I'm
let's
so
just
excited.
a little bit, let's just get in.
Okay.
Actually, let's watch it. Whatever.
Okay.
Why is Nickelodeon not doing a reboot of You But Zoe 101?
I don't know, because we pitched such a great
Oh, yeah.
pitch. I pitched the reboot with Scott Fellows, the creator, and Michelle Fellows, his wife. For us as adults, they don't want it. Or they don't want it right now.
What was the feedback specifically?
It was so passive. It was like, great pitch. Nope. But also we were like, we want to sell it. Like, we'll pay you. Just let us go sell it.
Yeah.
And they're like, not right. We're going to hold it and do nothing with it. And like, thank you, great pitch. It was a fucking email.
Sounds a little salty. But I would also have preferred it over a Zoe 101 reboot.
I didn't watch it.
The Zoe 101
Yeah, I
reboot? Me
didn't
neither,
watch it.
because Jamie Lee Lynn Spears can suck my ass. I said it. I said it.
I agree.
First of all, she gets knocked up.
Okay. Cut. Okay.
The
No,
show.
We're done.
And then also
No,
she
I
keeps
think-
Britney Spears in
I
it.
think-
Or some
we're
shit.
done here.
Death to them all! I'll put it
There's
in.
a clip that was
There's
just
a clip.
you spitball.
How dare you, Mr. Spears? You had me fooled. And you too, Mrs. Spears. Death to all of them.
She surprised herself. It's time to get into the juice of why this podcast in particular is fucking insane. I see mostly their stuff because their stuff is fucking crazy. This is like the cream of the crop of child star podcasts.
Okay. And they're the main.
They're the main
characters.
one. This would be like if Selena and Justin
and JT Austin.
That's my fan Instagram account name.
Do you remember?
What are you gonna ask on this podcast?
We can edit it. It's not live.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
The way he's like, careful. Careful.
The first what?
BJ.
I actually do.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
And like, I don't actually know if I want to say it.
Dude, be careful. Don't want to. What are you gonna say right now? Live on this YouTube video that's gonna be edited.
In the last clip, did he not just say that I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade while filming this?
Yes, he did say that in the last clip. That is true.
Okay.
They were the age of their characters.
I just wanted to make sure.
And just to to recap, we left off at they're talking about a BJ. If you don't know what that means, go to Urban Dictionary. But honestly, if you don't know, maybe you should just stop watching.
Yeah, if you
click away and talk to your parents.
This isn't for you.
You really want to talk about this on the pod?
I just wanted to say that I felt like a failure from that point because
he didn't finish.
I know. Yep.
No.
Cookie.
Why does Cookie know? She went, I feel like a failure. He went, you should feel like a failure.
Yeah, you didn't. After I'm
confused.
He didn't.
He said, I remember it, but also, I don't remember that
Why
much.
did Cookie know?
Cookie know, but he didn't. Was he was the one receiving it, right? He should know more than Cookie does.
You didn't. After a moment, he just said, thanks, okay. And you got up and you went to the bathroom and you did your thing.
No. I don't remember that at all.
Which one do you remember? The one on the couch?
No, I remember the one in the backseat.
Okay, wait. There's so much to dissect. There's so much to dissect. He's telling him that he went to the bathroom and did that, but he doesn't even remember doing it.
They were probably all on drugs or drinking or drunk.
Crazy that you would say that.
It's probably true. Even BJ's, they're like 12.
That's crazy.
In the backseat of your car. We can't talk about this on the pod.
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
I can't
we got
believe.
busy. We got busy in quite a few places. I don't want to say.
Oh, I can't believe.
Here's the thing. In a stark difference, the things that I didn't like about the Wizards podcast aren't prevalent here. Because they're the main characters. They're not
But, like, Holland
I wish
for
Coconut Head would
yeah.
come on. Like, in fact, I think they do get him on the pod. I think the opposite. I think they're maybe oversharing a little bit. I wish the other podcast would maybe talk more about the show. I wish they would actually shut the fuck up.
I love behind the scenes drama. Like, I love hearing stories.
Yeah.
I don't love it when it's about children.
Yeah.
I don't love hearing children doing things.
And honestly, so valid.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here's Coconut
You guys
Head.
know the story of how the wig thing became?
That is actually Coconut. I didn't just say that because he has stupid hair.
Became the wig?
Please regale us.
It's kind of a jump scare. Trigger warning, Coconut Head Spider-Verse.
Okay, so when I auditioned for the show, like a disclaimer, like you have to be willing to shave your hair off because we're gonna shave your head.
The random Coconut Head wigs. So they're like, I just get the blonde
They couldn't
one.
get 4 of the same wig. Why
I
are they
think
all
those
so
are the
different?
two genders. Is brown-haired Coconut Head and blonde Coconut Head.
Yeah, and I've always said that.
I've always believed in
always
that.
believed that.
Like the outside of a coconut.
What?
So I was like, a newcomer to acting. and
I'll
I
do
was-
anything.
Yeah, so I agreed to it, and I'm on set. I'm nervous as all shit, sitting in the chair. Literally got the clippers turned on, like this far from my head, and it literally Scott Fellows comes like running in, and he's like, "Hold on, can we do anything other than shave this kid's head? Because I feel really bad." She pulled out this like woman's wig with long hair. She's like, "Well, maybe I could kind of tie it up and just snip." And that's how the wig happened.
Coconut Head is on there.
And
You were my first kiss.
You were
That was
my first kiss. That
Hold
was your first kiss?
Hold
on! Are you serious?
Are you
What?
It was so funny because it wasn't romantic, right? 'Cause
No,
it was like a
kiss.
smash.
We ran into each
yeah,
other.
We was like,
yeah.
what do you want?
I didn't want to make it awkward because we were homies too. Damn, but I practiced. I practiced because I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to mess this
I
up.
had no
What's a good
idea.
kiss? What's a bad kiss? I don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just watching like this.
Yes.
Yo.
I tell everyone, Cookie was my first kiss.
That's kind of cute.
That's cute. Yeah, that was very wholesome.
I like her.
That was
I like
really
Cookie,
sweet.
I
Yeah,
think.
that was fun.
No BJ's on that one.
No, and I love that wasn't there.
So when I broke away from the friend group and
Oh, there was a breakaway? Tell me about it. I didn't know. Was it
Right.
intentional?
Yeah, we broke up and it was very painful for me.
They dated.
Who broke up?
Lindsay and Ned.
As in Ned's Declassified Ned?
Well, yeah. Where are you right now?
Oh, I didn't
think
know
her
they
real name
dated. Well, I
is
mean, I guess
Lindsay.
if they're getting it on in every
Yeah, exactly.
area on
So they
set.
dated in real life, then they broke up, and that's what she's talking about
Okay.
now.
Broke up.
Yeah, I started to feel I wasn't supported and it just wasn't resolved. The friend group that I went to after that, they kind of just tried to do it to make me feel better, and I leaned into it because it did make me feel
So
better.
you started talking crap on
Yeah.
me.
If your relationships are built on gossip, no one's safe because they'll gossip about you as soon as you're fucking out the door.
Kind of facts.
Yeah.
kind of actually
That
so
one was,
true.
yeah. These guys could have been on a TV show or could not have been on a TV show. The content that they're providing has nothing to do. It just sounds like a friend group.
Sometime, if instead of saying like Ned's Declassified, they just said in middle school or
Yeah,
in high
yeah.
school, I guess you could. It could be
Yeah,
just
like
about
a tight.
their life.
It could just be like a tight middle school friendship talking, unless they do talk about the show. But
Weird question. When did you lose your virginity?
When did I lose my virginity? Damn. Because when I hit the ground, I hit that ground running now. Right around that 18
I was
mark.
29.
I was 29. Yeah. You know, around
29 virgin Flander over there.
Yeah.
I'm 29, guys.
There-
It's fine.
Yeah, guys.
Calm down.
It's fine.
It's fine. Do you want to talk about it?
They just, I feel like they talk about sex a lot.
Do you know if they ever talk about the show?
Nope.
Okay.
like we were all talking about, yeah, I smashed that, I did this. I don't know what any of that feels like.
I think I was 18 or 19, which felt
Right around.
late.
I
As
was
a young
18.
man, 18 as well?
18. I felt like I had to get rid of it.
Mine felt late and then felt like it was all good. It also felt like, oh, it's not this giant.
Yeah, it's not this big
it's not
crazy
this
thing.
giant mountain to climb.
I'm confused.
Okay, yeah, because they were 12.
They were giving BJs at 12, and then
12.
6 years later, they're like, now I'm gonna legally have sex.
And they
Why
were
wait?
dating each other.
Yeah.
No judgment. I'm just like I'm trying. I'm trying to get the timeline.
This
together.
brings back to what I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
I don't remember who this girl is on the show, but she played someone on the show.
I did get offered some on set one time.
Damn.
What?
On Ned?
They
No, 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 no.
Cocaine on Ned? Wait.
Oh,
Maybe
Speed.
they
Is it
did
the same?
No,
Oh, no, no, no.
No, that's
Yes,
not.
it is.
That's different.
No, it's
That's
not.
worse.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
That's
Yes.
a lot
Unfortunately,
more
there was
intense.
no cocaine on Ned's. It was
They're
only.
almost too defensive.
It was only Speed. Cookie. It's not awesome.
But Lindsay had a different response.
That is true.
Like, blown my
Can I
fucking
ask?
mind.
The other who's
No, 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 no.
Are you serious?
Oh, well, that was just an exchange amongst friends.
Yeah, that was.
What was the context? Why did she say it was?
Yeah.
Were you
I think
scrambling
I
for a
said
test
I
or
was.
something?
I think I said I was like struggling on set.
Classic peer pressure.
Yeah.
I know it can really make your life easier, man.
Can we try to deduct who the other big crew member was?
Big crew member.
That
like
so maybe
large
not-
body?
Maybe not cast member.
Crew would be.
Oh, I was thinking big. Like, are you gonna Google what big crew?
No,
means?
I'm big bodies.
Oh, I thought big meant like important.
Well,
important
crew would be.
member.
A crew would probably be someone on. It
Like
would be an
behind the
actor.
scenes.
Yeah,
They'd
maybe
probably
be
say
some
cast
kind
member.
of producer, but they made it sound like they were more young too, because like, well, that's just a friend. So
Yeah.
it was a co-star.
I'm getting a phone call.
You can answer. Don't answer. We're live.
I'm at Madeline's.
Hi. The final clip that I
Oh,
want to
there's
show
one more. Thank God.
is the clip that got me
Girly.
into this because I've seen a lot of people talking about this clip and like just this conversation.
Dude, I ran through every Ned's cast member before I landed on Devin.
Okay, but what does that mean? What does that mean?
That's what I'm saying.
that-
What she's saying here is that she ran through in some sexual way all of the cast before landing on our main guy.
It's not that I want to know. It's just that like, if you're gonna say that, I want to know more details.
I hate to be a bearer of bad news. She is chewing on the table again.
Just what?
Damn.
Remember that?
The chosen one. You take that one of two ways.
I just remember like telling Theo that I liked him and we like held hands at the movie.
So instant.
That's right.
Hard
That's
pivot,
running through-
actually.
I ran through them. I
held hands at the movies. I kissed him on the cheek. I'm pretty much a world-class slut whore bag. Oh God.
This is the next image of Coconut.
Another jump scare from Coconut. Can't escape it.
You really can't.
And then Dev was
Rough
like,
for me.
"Hey," and I was like, "Fuck you guys, hey."
Yeah, you definitely had your pick for
Yeah.
a minute there.
Yeah.
Between Rob, Theo, and me. Any others?
No, Kyle scared me.
Really?
Because he had used that big dong on. He had already lost his virginity.
You need to stop.
How old was?
I don't know.
How old was
He looks 40. I don't really remember him. Oh, they dated in the show.
He was like obsessed with her, I think.
That's my like favorite is bully that loves the girl, nerdy girl.
Yeah,
and,
like,
and then changes
I'll let the
for
world
her.
burn to protect you.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Once again, nobody fucking liked me in school.
Oh, no.
Didn't have a boyfriend. Didn't have this, that, or other. Like I had a little one when I like moved out here, or whatever. But like
Which
all
is
the boys
shocking,
literally,
because you had breasts.
they were literally just like, oh, you know, they just treated me as like this, like the smart person, like a smart person,
They
not
weren't-
like
they weren't
their
attracted.
eyes weren't making
No.
their way down. No. You know what I mean? And I was just
They
like,
were missing
and,
out.
oh man, I had such a crush on Robbie Karhoff, and of course Emily Craiglow, like had to
Emily
like
Craiglow.
be,
Still some feelings, huh?
Yeah, sounds
yeah,
like it.
be with him. I'll never forget how horrible I felt when he was moving away and he said goodbye to Emily.
Oh.
But not me with that tender look. Never Lindsay with that tender look.
I feel like we missed something. Who the fuck is Robbie Karhoff?
There's so many characters that were just introduced that I don't.
Who is
remember.
Robbie Karhoff?
I think Rob is the bully, right? No, she said
she was
of him.
scared.
You could use Google instead
Well,
of.
I just never had anything like that in school. Really just been asexual my whole life, and now I'm trying to jump into that sexual pool.
You can't say I've been asexual my life and like lose your virginity at 18.
Well, also, yeah, that is kind of disrespectful to some of us who don't identify as asexual and also just don't fuck. You just didn't fuck because you were a child. Not to invalidate any minors' sexuality. ROBDIE KARHOFF.
C-A.
Nope.
Huh?
I wish we had a screen recording of your phone. Hey guys, Google Robbie Karhoff and see what comes up. It's actually fucking insane.
There was a lot that just happened.
That's pretty much it. The Neds one, it has a lot of people were like, this is really weird.
Last one just like didn't even feel like I was watching like a show, like about a show. It just felt like I was watching three friends
talk about having sex with children. Like, it's not the worst, I guess, looking back, but maybe we're missing a clip or two, but it's just weird.
Yeah.
It was a little washed up, which I guess they all kind of do because that's technically what it is.
I think our research is like just not great.
Well, I think our research department only had a literal minute to pull these clips.
We need like an actual like data. We'd have to watch the entire podcast.
Yeah.
To see like what else they talk
And I
about.
don't think it would be really interesting for us to watch a whole podcast.
No, it'd be so boring.
Other
This
people
wasn't even
just
interesting,
talking.
let alone an entire hour
This
of us.
also sucks.
I think from what we saw,
I think I would cancel. I don't think I need to hear about the sex lives of children.
No, I don't.
And I just think I would, but if they were actually doing a reboot, I would. We're canceling Neds. We're rebooting Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
We are rebooting
the Cooking with
Bob Duncan and Gabe, and we're also rebooting Gabe and Ant Farm Boy.
I want to say his name is Matthew.
I think it's Jake.
Jake.
And that's our. So sorry.
Yeah. Jesus,
and that's our final consensus. Now we're gonna go ahead and try to recreate this. And if you want to see what we've learned today, if you want to see us put to the test,
stop doing notes.
I've just been really like trying to be in the moment. So check it out on my TikTok, probably. Mad Witty, link in the description.
What's your TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay, I should follow you.
As should everyone. So go watch that. And what do we always say here?
Keep it on.
Keep it on. What is that in reference to?
I don't know. I was gonna say like keep on going. Should we try the intro now?
Oh fuck. Yeah. Well, let's do one just in case.
Okay.
Hi.
We kind of harmonized.